Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Techman, and welcome back to this dramatic reading of Order and Chaos by Tatsuro. Chapter 33, Debriefing. While the equestrians discussed their next course of action regarding their artifacts, the elements, and Discord himself had his own matters he had to attend to. Shifting a good distance away from the discussing visitors, ostensibly to give them privacy, he placed himself inside his throne room before donning the king's crown. As he did so, it sent an echo throughout the realms of oblivion, summoning the princes to him. That was, of course, the specific purpose of the king's crown, to gather the princes for matters that concerned all Daedra. It wasn't long before the various princes arrived. Jolligarath, Malakath, Saragween, Clegavasvile, and Pyrite were the first to arrive. Madeira, Azura, and Nocturnal arrived in a group after that, with Namara arriving shortly after Meridra. Bothan arrived next, followed closely by Hersign. Hurius Mora and Morlang Ball arrived together. Much later, Ramina arrived and settled into her seat beside Discord's throne. Her late arrival, especially when she was normally first to heed Discord's summons, raising nearly as many eyebrows as Miharis Dagon's continued absence. Once Vermina was settled, Discord animated her chair to pull itself out for her. Discord cleared his throat. "I call this meeting of the Daedra Council to order," he stated calmly, causing a huge stir around the table. "The rules you laid down clearly dictate you don't do that until we're all here," Hermaris Mora pointed out grumpily. "Miharis Dragon has not arrived." "Yes," Discord confirmed. "When all Daedric princes who can heed the call arrive, I call the meeting to order and explain the purpose of it. Now, given that I have done so with Dagon not present, would any of you care to guess why it is he cannot heed the call?" Startled murmurs raced around the table, finally with Bothan, who spoke up plainly. "He's dead, isn't he?" he asked calmly. Dead silence greeted that statement. Discord steeped his mismatched digits. "How do you come to that conclusion?" he asked softly. "I felt a major shift in the balance of Daedric power," Bothan explained. "Given my sphere, I'm especially attuned to such things. Since the rainbow-maned equine has Miharis' razor, though altered, I believe that explains readily how. And I can take a stab, if you'll pardon the expression, as to why." "Go ahead," Discord responded with an impish grin. "I love seeing your mind at work." Bothan sat back in his chair. "Given the rules laid down for the trials, the changes in the razor, and how tightly she's clinging the filly, I would assume Dagon gave her a no-win choice scenario, making her choose between the artifact she needed to collect, the razor, and that filly, or at least a semblance of her. Either she failed to chose the artifact, or he arranged it so she was unable to save the filly even when she chose to do so. However, anything that traumatized the challengers went against your rules, Discord, which meant Dagon's realm would cease feeding power to him, and instead feed it to the challenger to even the playing field." He tapped the index fingers of his hands together. "Miharis' razor was an artifact none of us ever liked, since its ability to devour souls could be turned on us as easily as on mortals, especially since it drew power from Dagon's realm rather than Dagon himself. And because it was an artifact that the challenger had to get, Dagon couldn't destroy it. Between the rage at losing someone she obviously cares deeply about, the energy of the realm pouring into her, and whatever magic not native to Abyss she has, The razor was supercharged when you turned it on Dagon. He shrugged his shoulders. The outcome was inevitable, considering that. Silence reigned around the table for a time. Vermeer was the first to speak up. Good riddance. Hermaeus Mora rounded on her. Really? Are you that blasé about the death of one of our numbers? With that razor, do you think for a minute he didn't intend to thin our numbers his way at some point? Clygus countered. Well, I can't say I'm happy about the death of a prince. I'm glad it was him. Did any of us here actually like him? He glanced around, daring anyone to naysay him. When no one did, he shrugged. So I guess Vermeer summed it up nicely. We're all glad he's dead. I'm not, Molag Ball snarled angrily. I wanted to kill that Tavak myself. The curse word he used didn't accurately translate, but it was quite vile. But now that Rainbow Pony stole the kill, and I didn't even get to play a part in these games. He crossed his arms irritably as he sat back, snorting fiercely. Discord lifted his talon to gather attention. Both ends' conclusions are accurate, and the results is as we understand. The question is, what do we do about it? What do you mean? Hermaeus Mora demanded crossly. The law of Erebus are plain. The mantle of a Daedric prince passes with the power to the one who bested them, whether through ritual combat or, however unlikely it may be, slaying them. The mayor slew Dagon, with his own weapon no less, so she is now the Prince of Destruction. Except she's currently engaged in a territorial dispute with me over the territory of Equestria. Discord interrupted. That takes precedence over the passing of the mantle, which is where the complication arises. If they determine which artifacts possess the elemental energies and use them properly against me, they'll claim that victory and be sent back to their own realm. Which means either there will be none to carry the mantle of the Prince of Destruction. The one who bears the mantle will be unable to return to her own realm of oblivion. Or this outcome will also qualify as a crown challenge for a new prince. And the new Daedric king will be unable to access Erebus. He leaned back as the dead silence reigned, bringing his lion paw over to pat Vermeer comfortingly on the arm, since she seized his talon, desperate the moment he mentioned the possibility of his defeat. And that's something you all need to know about. The gathered princes sat in silence, thinking about all this in their own way. Before anyone could speak, however, a voice echoed across the aisles. Equestria wins! Friendship! Friendship? What was that? Jollygrath demanded. Discord blinked owlishly. I have no idea. Since this was a battle for territory across realms, I borrowed a system for such things from elsewhere in reality. I probably should have investigated a bit further. Turning, he flowed towards the ponies and dragon, the other princes following him. I have no idea why, but that chapter was one of the more difficult ones for me to knock out. I mean, there wasn't a lot of big words. It's a lot of names, which obviously I've not been great with. And a few words I'm not familiar with, but it's like, why was that so hard? I swear I had to stop a dozen times in this one. Ugh. Anyway, that's another one down, folks. 2 more. 2 left to go. My name's TechBad. I wish you all good luck, good hunting, and safe travels. I'll see you in the next one.